Making a bad situation worse. I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. I'm no military expert, but it is hard to imagine a plan that was executed worse than the U.S. surrender in Afghanistan. No need to rehash all the errors that were made, but the latest example of making a bad situation worse to the point of being truly tragic was released late Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon, by the way, is the time when those in government, regardless of political party, dump really bad news in the hope that it all gets lost or forgotten over the weekend. Following the suicide bombing attack that led to the death of 13 U.S. military members, the cry at home was to do something to avenge that loss, which came only a few days after the president famously noted on television that no Americans had died in the withdrawal. That all led to a strike against what the Pentagon said at the time were two high-level ISIS-K targets. There, we got back at them. But there was always something fishy about that, especially when those high-level targets were never identified publicly. The Pentagon investigated further and then publicly declared that the strike had been conducted correctly. But the U.S. government had to admit Friday that rather than Islamic extremists being killed, with perhaps civilians killed as collateral damage, only civilians were killed in the August 29th strike, now termed a tragic mistake. 10 Afghan civilians, in fact, 7 of them children, all killed by a U.S. drone and a so-called self-defense strike. So let's see. We know of 13 U.S. military members who did not have to die. Now, 10 Afghans who did not have to die. How many more? And how many more will we never learn about? And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Monday, September 20. On Twitter, Instagram, Getter, and Parler at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.